Hey liberals, I'm talking to you. Today I'm talking about political identity. I do believe there's people out there voting a certain way and don't realize what they're voting for. They're doing it because that's what they're taught, that's how they believe they should vote, and it may not align with their morals or values. So I'm going to go over things, and I went to the Democrats, got what they're for, went to the Republican, got what they're for. So each website, and now I'm comparing them. And I want you to check along on what you believe, and at the end of the thing, count how many you have. And that's whoever's got the most is more likely who you should be voting for. We're going to go with economics. Democrats is for regulations. Republicans are against regulations. The Democrats believe that regulation promotes safer products for consumer. Republicans believe that it hinders free market and job growth. Taxes. Democrats believe in progressive taxes, not opposed to raising taxes. Republicans believe in a flat tax against raising taxes. Democrats believe in progressive minimum wage, and Republicans believe that wages should be set by free market. Okay, now social and human ideals we're going to now. And I'm going to probably expand on this. The liberals believe it should be based on community and social ideology, where the Republicans believe it should be based on individual rights and justice. Okay, this thing about hate speech, I'm sorry, I do not believe in hate speech. I think hate speech is a stupid term unless you're inciting right or harm to an individual, or if you're trying to slander somebody. I do believe that you have the right to come up to me and say, I do not like you because you are white. You're not inciting violence, you're not inciting harm. I may think that's a stupid ass comment to basically not like somebody because of their race, but maybe you have a reason that I do not know about. Now, if you tell somebody, if you're telling people, a group of people, go beat this guy up because he's white, then you are no longer protected by the freedom of speech. You are inciting violence, and that is not your right to do. Then I think maybe you can classify that as hate speech. But you liberals trying to telling me that trying to silence me for what I say is wrong. I would never try to silence you guys. Never. I may not agree with your idea. I might think your idea is stupid and crazy. But you have the right to say it, and I will support your right. I'll stand behind you and clap. Say it. Say what you believe. I don't believe it, but say it. Because it's your right, and I do believe you have the right to voice your opinion. So do I. I have the right to voice my opinion. I have the right to say my beliefs without being attacked. What y'all do is hate speech. Attacking people for their beliefs. Now, maybe that's hate speech because you're basically calling people racist names. Especially black conservative. You're telling people telling people that somebody should kill you. You're threatening conservatives with this violence. So, but that's what I digress. This was not what this was about, but I just had to say something on that. And plus, based on communities and social ideology. In other words, the liberals believe it should be ever changing. What's okay today may not be okay tomorrow. So you need to think about that, liberals. One day the things you say that they're standing up for you for may come back and bite you. And you can already see it happening. I mean, the Dems are eating their own with this cancel culture thing. So that's that. Okay, military. The Dems believe in downgrading military personnel and benefits and cutting spending. Republicans believe in increasing military personnel and benefits and increased spending. I was a veteran. So you know where I stand on that. Gay marriage. Dems support gay marriage, and Republicans do not. And I'm going to say this about gay marriage. I oppose gay marriage because of my Christian faith. I believe it should be between a man and a woman. But if two people decide to live together of the same sex, I do believe that the government and businesses should recognize it as a union, and that person should be able to reap the benefits from the government and the business. I just, the gay marriage, well, the marriage part, like I said, the marriage part is between a man and woman, in my view. But like I said, I do believe that the gays, the LGBT community deserves the same benefits as if it was a married couple. And plus, I don't believe you should force a church to do a ceremony if that's not if it's against a religious belief. Now, there's churches that'll do it, but a lot of churches won't. And forcing them, then you're overstepping the boundary of a state and religion. Okay, well, let's go to abortion. The Democrats are for abortion. Republicans are against it with some exceptions. The exceptions that Republicans are really willing to see to is rape, incest, or if the mother is basically in trouble, it could kill the mother. Complications. And that's what we believe. Okay, death penalty. The Democrats oppose the death penalty, and Republicans are for the death penalty. Healthcare. Democrats believe in universal health care regulated by the government. Republicans believe in individual health care regulated by private companies because the government cannot officially run the health care. And really, the government can't. Look how they try to do Medicare and Medicaid. How they run it. That's the reason why there's supplemental insurance. That's the reason why I was in insurance for a while, and basically there's other insurance that you can get a Vantage program. And what the Vantage program is, basically the money you're giving the government, you give it to these private companies, and they actually give you a lot more than what you would if you just was on Medicare. You don't pay no more most of the time. It's that money they take out, and it works real good. Now, big issue here. This is the biggest one of them all that I think should be, if you're for the Republicans on this, the conservatives, you should be basically vote conservative, because this one right here to me is the biggest issue that will determine if you're a Democrat or if you're a Republican. The liberals believe that the government should take a bigger role and have more control. The Republicans believe less government and less control. Republicans believe less government, less control. They do not believe the federal government should have more power, and they shouldn't believe that they should be controlling almost everything. That's the reason why the Republicans believe it should be states should run it. Let the states run their place the way they see fit, as far as certain things that doesn't affect the federal. For example, let's see, legalize marijuana. Republicans does not believe it should be up to the federal government. They believe it should be states' decision. That's one incident, because they don't believe this should be, federal government should not be able to be involved in that part. There's certain things that the states have to decide on their own, and not the federal government. But liberals believe that the federal government should take more precedent over the states. And that's the reason why Obama said this when he was in office. When everybody was legalizing marijuana, Obama said it's still against the federal laws, and a federal agent can be knocking on somebody's door and arresting an individual in a state where marijuana is legal. Now, it did not happen, but he was just basically saying, hey, it doesn't matter what the state said. If we want to pursue it, we're locking your ass up. So it didn't happen, but he did put that out there. If you don't believe me, I'm sure there's a video of it, because I remember him saying it. I haven't seen a video of it, but that's that. So this is political identity. So go through, look at what you check, and if you check more than you on conservative than you did liberals, you're a conservative. You need to vote conservative. Especially the last one. I don't care what you check before then. If you want less government and less control, you need to vote Republicans. Now, this ain't saying laws, no laws and stuff like that. That's not what it's saying, because people's like, well, look at what Trump's doing. That's a different situation. That's federal property and anarchy. We have laws and we still have to abide by laws. And the federal government will put forth what laws. What laws they put forth, they do plan on enforce. But these laws are basically to keep anarchy. So please think about it. And I hope you figure out if you're voting the right way or not. But anyway, if you like my video, please subscribe, share, and hit the notification button. Thank you.